A new hangar at the Hazleton Regional Airport will help boost corporate and industrial travel into and out of the area. Our Sam Lassand Jr. was at a groundbreaking ceremony for the hangar last week, and it's the topic of today's news feature.
Olympus Air was something that was founded by a couple of pilots just hanging around here at this airport, sitting down kind of like we are now, and looking to see, how can we make this airport a little bit busier? How can we bring and revitalize this airport? And we got to thinking that really the airports that are doing this are really inviting corporate air into their area. And so we got thinking how we're going to do that, and well, here we are. Olympus Air, we're going to be building a corporate air hangar. It's going to be 16,000 square feet, heated hangar, the 28-foot door. That's going to accommodate a lot of different type of corporate jets. A great example is this lovely G5 behind me, but also the other jets we see here would easily be able to fit in there altogether.
I basically grew up at this airport as a child, and my dad was a pilot in the Navy, and I always had a love of aviation. So to see this airport grow and the community become revitalized is just really a great thing. And what we're just really trying to do is bring some more business to the area. General aviation in the United States is so important. There's 5,400 general aviation airports in the United States. And general aviation, think of that as something that doesn't have airline service. So a small airport like this not only provides corporate aircraft, but we have medevac based here. So Lehigh Valley Hospital has their medevac helicopters here that provide transportation for patients quickly from the hospital here down to Lehigh Valley, so that's very important. We have in the spring during fire season, we have the forestry department has aircraft based here to help fight forest fires. So there's a lot that goes into a general aviation airport that's a benefit to the community. 17,000 businesses in our country rely on general aviation to help reach global markets. And the general aviation supplies $17 billion in industry, generating $51 billion annually in economic activity to communities. So small communities like Hazleton sometimes can struggle reaching out in the global economy. So corporate aviation can really help that. And airports are a vital tool to the survival of some of these smaller communities.
This is a great project for the city and the surrounding areas. 2016 we came up here and we had big visions for the airport and trying to help revitalize the traffic that would come in and out of here for the parks, the industrial parks. And this is a key to bringing in that kind of traffic and economic growth. So it's great to be able to partner with Olympus and help this become another step in the future of Hazleton Airport and the region.
So I want to thank Mayor and Joe Zeller for accepting the project and being welcoming to myself, Tom, and Olympus in general, because this is a project that without the city's support, it would be very difficult to pull off. So I thank you very much for that. The airport really is a true gateway to this community. So we get a lot of traffic that comes in through here, going to the industrial parks, like the mayor had mentioned. And a lot of times we'd get traffic in here in the past that possibly would want to have de-icing or a hangar or an airplane, and that wasn't possible because the services weren't available. But now with this new hangar, we'll be able to do that. So that's a great thing. So we've come a long way. We have a long way to go yet, but we're definitely going the right direction.
When Dave said, how would GAC, Global Air Charters, like to come out here and base a facility here, I was 100% on board right away. And since that time, it's been nice to see. Today we have a Gulfstream G5 here. We have a Hawker here. We have a Falcon 2000. I've seen countless Learjets and Challengers here, and it's nice to see that the city is starting to grow as this turbine community, this jet community. It's going to bring economic growth. We're going to be able to bring jobs to the city, and some revenue dollars. I'm really excited about that. As the first tenant, we're very honored, and we're equally excited to work with Olympus, a company that's founded in Hazleton, just like Global Air Charters was, just we're a company of pilots for pilots. And we want to thank this community and everyone, you know, that I've been able to speak to since my years coming here now, for welcoming us into this family and giving us trust and support for this, what will be a very grand project.
Today's news feature is brought to you by Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton. Remember, in an emergency, our emergency room is the safest place to be.